recording? Bam, I'm recording. Alright, so we have a video here from the U.S. Department of State. As you can see, 320,000 subscribers, 270 views. Brilliant. They're making moves out here. They still got ratioed. Like, the only ones watching this are like us weirdos that want to keep an eye on what these fucking people are doing, and then their own fucking workers, and they still got ratio. Their own workers are like, thumbs down, bitch ass. I don't like that guy anyways. Anyways, the title of the video is Announcing Gender Marker Updates. Can't wait. Here we go.
The Department of State is
#SaveOurChildren.
committed to promoting the freedom, dignity, and equality of
And
all
still no
people,
recognition of
including
interdimensional entities.
LGBTQI persons. Starting today, you are no longer required to submit medical certification if you wish to change the gender marker on your passport. You can simply select male or female on the application form, even if the gender you identify with does not match the gender on your birth certificate or other documents. For the moment, only male or female gender markers are available. But I'm pleased to announce the department has begun moving toward adding a gender marker for non-binary, intersex, and gender non-conforming persons. The process of adding a gender marker is complex and will take time, but we are committed to getting this right. We will be coordinating with other government agencies to ensure as smooth a travel experience as possible for all U.S. citizens, regardless of their gender. We will provide updates and let you know when this new gender marker becomes available on our website, travel.state.gov.
Thank you, U.S. Department of State. Now, I think to most people, especially people who watch my channel, they'd probably look at that and be like, oh, this bullshit, they're pandering to an audience, blah, 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 blah. They're going woke for the sake of, not appearing as like some sort of evil entity that's ravishing their fucking earth. But then there's going to be the culture warriors. Those guys are the ones that might get tricked the most. The ones that focus on things like this, like, kids at the gay pride parade. Look at this. Look what they're teaching in schools. They're teaching about gay sex in schools. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It'd be so easy to get those type of thinkers. Probably a lot of them are like in the Tim Pool fan category or Steven Crowder or something like that. It'd be so easy to manipulate those type of people into essentially reinforcing the U.S. State Department. How? Well, you do something like this, right? And then they'll be like, what? Go woke. Go broke. Or some stupid shit they say. And they'll be like, look, the leftist, multicultural, gay agenda, LGBTQ, blah, 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 blah. It's taken over everything. The far left is taking over everything. Their State Department is far left now. We don't want it that way. Here's the trick. We don't want it that way. We want it the other way. We want strong, tough alpha males to take over the State Department. Which does what? That's them going out of their way to hold up the State Department. Just by being tricked by bullshit like this. Now they're essentially fighting for the State Department to keep it in existence, to keep it funded, all that stuff. Like, hey guys, will you give us funding if we, stop doing all the, critical race theory? Once we're done with critical race theory, would you guys be okay with us again? Yeah, just get rid of that. Get rid of the far left SJWs. Get rid of the pink hair kids. Yeah. Get rid of Antifa. Just like they did with Donald Trump, right? And that whole culture warrior fucking bullshit and orange man bad stuff and all that stuff, right? They got those guys who were, these guys were the 9/11 truth movement. They were they weren't the entirety of it, but they were a large portion of it. They were the conspiracy theorists, the Alex Jones types. Those were those guys that were like, everything you see is government planned and the government's evil and blah, 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 to vote Trump and Jobs, holding up job signs. How the fuck did that happen? Because of shit like this. Very simple type of reverse psychology type shit. To where they will be cheering for the almost like a second hall of the old style State Department, like the Kissinger type of blow up countries State Department. That's what would happen there, right? Whether it's on purpose or not, it seems like things that seem to happen. This type of reverse psychology shit. Tim Pool makes a living off of it in more ways than one. Not just the YouTube views, but he might get paid by other people too. I don't know that, but fuck, the narrative he keeps selling, it kind of seems that way. The other aspect of this are the people who buy into it, which is, I think, a lot more of a minority. I hope it's more of a minority that just look at this fucking cold, dead thing called the U.S. State Department, and they just put flags up. They put up rainbow flags. What do they call it? Progress flag. They put up their progress flag. They say, oh, you can have any pronouns you want. You're all welcome here. They do all that, and then all of a sudden that gets you to join their team. That should not work. Come on, bro. There is no way that shit should ever fucking work. But it's like it's kind of weird. Like, as far as like on a psychological level, like if they're doing this, which it obviously seems like they're doing it for the sake of appealing to people. It's like, fuck, are these people robots? And like, they just lack creativity. You think, how many people do you think are gonna look at this and it means like, oh, that means you're a good person? Why? Because you can just say words out loud. And it's not even their words. They borrowed it from what was happening with real people. The real culture of that. Right? The real culture of the LGBT, all that shit community. Or the younger people that are coming up in the world. What you do is you steal their culture and you sell it back to them at double the price. Because you won't just be getting gay rights in the State Department. You also get a war with it. You're paying for a lot more. At least what you're asking for. We want equality in the military. All right. Actually, first we'll pretend to not like that. And then slowly but surely, you'll be begging for us to do it. And then we'll do it. And now we have double the soldiers. Thank you. World War III, here we come. Let's wipe out another generation. That might be a little far-fetched, but I'm putting the idea out there. All right. All right, so like I'm saying here, just an overall thing that I see here, just because someone says words out loud does not make them a good person. So when you hear people screaming Black Lives Matter, does not make you a good person. Someone screaming get money out of politics does not make you a good person. Someone saying free Assange does not make you a good person. You saying these words are not the good person part. It's what your intention, your meaning by that. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Whether you believe in like a real conscience thing or just the psyche, the mind. In there is where the real intention to do good is. That's where we should be looking at. And God dang it, a lot of people got to do the work to hopefully have a hint of even trying to recognize something like that. To recognize if someone means well or if it's just an empty slogan. That takes work, man. I think. And a lot of observation. So, How I end videos now. Alright, hey. There you go.